Hey everyone, and welcome to the video. I'm North Central, and we are among the tombstones here at the Historic Woodlawn Cemetery in Fairmont, West Virginia. There's a lot of wind, and if you get wind noise, I do apologize for that. But I want to show you this because we're not going over here into the nice section of Woodlawn. We're going over here to a not so nice section of Woodlawn where there's a couple of veterans that I want to show you guys. So let me turn the camera around and we'll get to it. All right guys, so this over here, let me just show you over here at Woodlawn. All this is Woodlawn, and the first burial is over here on this mound over here. There's somewhere around 14 or 15 acres or so up here. A lot of burials. But the first burial, I do have a video on, and I will put a link to that. We are up here in the back corner by a mausoleum. Mausoleum's up here on top of the hill. And this section has seen better days. Now they do have dirt in here. They're filling a lot of this in. This is a segregated cemetery here. You've got the historic Woodlawn over here many years ago, of course, was segregated. White to be buried here, and of course collards over here. I'm not sure how many decades ago that they changed that. Now anybody can be buried over here, any race, any nationality, any religion, doesn't matter. Here, however, back in the days, and I'm talking about 20s and 30s and 40s, 1920s and 30s and 40s, this was a segregated cemetery. Now, one has to, as terrible as that sounds, one does have to understand that at one time this was Virginia. And Virginia was a slave state before the Civil War. During the Civil War, the western part of Virginia, what is now West Virginia, in 1863, we left Virginia and the Confederacy and came back into the Union as the 25th state. And then, of course, at the end of the Civil War, it was passed by our Senate, Congress, and state to abolish slavery. But that didn't mean that there wasn't segregation still going on. But the two stones that I'm looking at, you can see that one's leaning forward, one's leaning back. They're at about the right height, but they're leaning pretty good. This whole area right here is kind of unstable. You can see down here, there's a lot more like it. There's another one right here, another headstone that's leaning way back. And then there's one on further down that's leaning so far forward you can't even read it. So there's a few different veterans in here. But I got a bottle of, I didn't bring anything really with me to do anything with. I just kind of wanted to come in here and show you this. I did bring a bottle of Wet and Forget, and I think I'm going to go ahead and spray all of these. And I'll show you me spraying these two. But somebody cared enough about these two guys that they actually put little plaques up, GAR 1861 to 65, showing that they are, of course, in the Civil War. You can tell that by the shield. But the reason why these two guys are kind of neat to me is this is Benjamin Jenkins, Company G, 45 USC Infantry. The C standing for Colored Infantry. There's this guy here as well, Thomas Jackson, Company E, 72nd U.S. Colored Infantry. Of course, he also has a marker here that somebody put, and that's not plastic, guys, that's metal. GAR 1861, 1865. They've got a lot of lichens and stuff growing on them. think I'm gonna get that bottle of Wet and Forget and douse these guys down real good, and then maybe sometime I can expand my place out. I'm out of my area by about 20 miles. Maybe we can come up here and we can fix these stones. If you guys want to, let me know. You think I should come back up here and with a shovel and some other tools and stuff and fix these stones? Tell me down in the comments. Tell me what you think. So go around here real quick, just right here, show you these other stones. Stone here. It's actually backwards. This is Gilbert Howard Smith with West Virginia private. He died in 1924. Oh, I can really make out. Stone looks like it's in really good shape though. We've got this gentleman here, another Civil War guy. See the placard there? He doesn't have a flag, and I didn't bring any flags with me. I wish I would have now. This is William Goodwin, Corporal Company L, Massachusetts Cavalry. This guy right here, his stone is so far down and out. I don't know if I can read his name. Charles Anderson, Company E, 2nd West Virginia Infantry, Spanish-American War, that guy right there. So unfortunately, this section of the cemetery has been very neglected, and that's just not acceptable to me. These are men that fought for this country. I don't care what color you are, and I don't care by whom you call God God, or if you call God God, or if you believe in God. I don't care. You fought for the same country that I fought for, and you deserve better than this. So let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and go up here and get the Wet and Forget, and you guys let me know down in the comments if you think that I should come back. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get the Wet and Forget. I don't know the circumstances for these men. I wish I had more of a story on them, but I don't. I know they died sometime in the 1930s, I believe, 20s or 30s. It was on Find a Grave, but it escapes me right now exactly when they died. They did not die in the war. It'd be neat to know their story. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and spray these guys down. I'm gonna take the flags out here real quick. I like Wet and Forget. I use it a lot for a pre-treatment. But make no mistake,
I don't really even have to come back and scrub these if I don't want to. It just takes time. It's a lot like the D2 solution. It is a biological killer. It'll kill everything on this stone. Okay, that's weird. Got in your sprayer. I think I done broke this one. I've been driving around with this thing for a week in the back of my toolbox and my work truck, trying to get here to do this and do this video. Waiting for gets pretty good stuff. Like I said, it is a biological killer. It'll kill all the biologics on the stone, and it will eventually just fall off in the rain and wind and things like that. You can get this stuff pretty much anywhere. Anywhere. All right, guys, so that's going to pretty much wrap this one up. I've got a total of 6 upright marble federal stones in this portion of the cemetery here that could definitely use some help. I went ahead and went through and got all of them except for 2. I got the ones that were right here around me with Wet and Forget. Let me know what you guys think about me coming back and fixing these 2 stones, and then then we'll discuss everything else that's going on behind us back here. But for now, let's concentrate on these two men right here, these 2 veterans, 72nd U S Colored Infantry and the 45th U S Colored Infantry. 2 veterans right here that they're not forgotten. Somebody was good enough to come out here and put 2 GAR placards on them with flags. I think the next time I'm in the area, I'll stop off and put proper grave flags on them like I normally do. I just don't have any with me. Hey guys, just want to say thank you for your support and watching the video. And if you've made it this far and you're not already subscribed, please go up and hit the subscribe button. Right next to that is a little bell. Hit the bell, select all notifications. Please watch the videos that I put out from start to finish. All this stuff helps the algorithms of YouTube, and all my videos are monetized, and the little money that I get from Google goes right back into doing stuff just like this to these veterans in our cemeteries, and trying to take care of them and bring a little bit more honor back to them. So thanks for watching. I'm North Central, and I will see you in the next one.